Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Washington Wizards basketball stream. Uh, um, so Rui Hachimura has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Uh, Another deal involving the Los Angeles Lakers for the Wizards. They have a history of making trades with each other, and today they pulled off another trade. So, official details. Official details on the trade. The Wizards received Kendrick Nunn, a 2023 second round pick via Chicago, a 2029 Los Angeles second round pick, and the less favorable of the 2028 Washington / Lakers seconds. Okay, let's get this straight. I'm not angry because the Wizards traded Rui Hachimura. We knew somebody was going to have to go. We've been saying it since the offseason that there was a log jam, right? We've been saying that there was a log jam at the forward spot. You know, Kuz and Rui and all these other guys, Denny. We've been saying it's a log jam. We knew somebody was going to have to go. The question was, who was it going to be? Was it going to be Kuzma? Was it going to be Rui? It ended up being Rui. So this isn't surprising that Rui's traded. I just think this is another terrible look on a franchise and another disgusting speck of their poor drafting. This is another first round pick. This is another lottery pick that the Wizards drafted. This is another first round pick that the Wizards drafted that is getting shipped out the door. Another first round pick that they just couldn't develop enough or just wasn't, I don't know, talented enough or had a big enough of a, I don't know, right? But this is another first round pick that's getting traded off to another team to possibly fully realize his potential with another team. Troy Brown Jr. No, I'm sorry, I'm going out of order. This is since Otto Porter. Who's the last first round pick that the Wizards assigned to a second contract. After Otto Porter, you had first round picks Kelly Oubre gone for Trevor Ariza and whatever. Troy Brown Jr. gone. I think that was Gafford or somebody like that. I'm not sure, but gone. Rui Hachimura. I don't remember who that was for. But Troy Brown Jr. gone. Rui Hachimura gone. Denny Avdia. We have no clue about Denny. He could possibly be the next one to be gone. There's still questions about him. Corey Kispert. Who knows? He could be gone. Johnny Davis. He can't even step foot on the NBA court right now. His knees touch. Borderline when he shoots a shot now. Who knows what's going on with any of these first round picks for the Washington Wizards? This team is terrible, and they're terrible at drafting, and this is just another example of their poor drafting and them not being able to fully develop a player or the player just not being it. And we've seen that Rui has potential. As far as the compensation, the second round picks, unless they're like trying to flip them, I'm really just over it. You know, what have we seen the Wizards do with any second round pick that should make me or you confident that they can do anything as far as drafting wise with those second round picks? They can't even draft top 10 picks. They can't draft top 10 picks. What am I expecting them to do with second round picks? So my hope is that eventually they, I guess, flip them for something. Who's the big fish here? Jay Crowder? My God. I mean, I don't know. Unless they're playing, are they tanking? I don't know. I mean, Woj just said that Kristaps Porzingis is expected to return. There's optimism and hope that he returns within 2 weeks. But, I mean, honestly, I think that's what I'm most upset about. I'm just most upset about the fact that the Wizards just cannot draft and hit on a guy. They cannot draft and hit on a guy. I think that's what I'm most upset about, honestly. The Wizards just honestly cannot hit on a lottery pick. They cannot do it. They cannot do it. And as how it's looking right now for Denny, Johnny, I don't know about Corey. I don't know who will be the next second round, the next first round pick, who will actually get a second contract with this team. I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know. Whoever is in that front office is just, I don't know, man. It's been bad. It's really been bad. I mean, Kendrick Nunn, he's a guy. I honestly don't know. Does he play? Does Kendrick Nunn play? I don't know if he even plays. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a flip? Like they're about to flip some of these second round picks? Or I honestly don't know. Was that the best value that the Wizards could have gotten for Rui? Was that where like that was the best option? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, it's something that is not unexpected. Rui being traded, we've been hearing about it for a little while now. It's just, I'm not surprised that a lot of people aren't happy with the compensation. But you got to think, once again, this is a player who came in last season with a new head coach in Wes Unseld Jr., missed half the season. Then this season, I mean, Kuzma took his spot. Then this season, injuries, missed some games this season. So, I mean, it's been an odd last couple years for Rui. It's been an odd last couple years for Rui, I would say. But, I mean, it's just, it's sad. It's sad to see, me personally. It's just, it upsets me. Like I said, not the fact that he got traded. It's just the fact that the Wizards just cannot, they can't draft, man. They can't draft. And for a franchise that doesn't bring in top-tier free agents, isn't a target for top-tier guys, you got to be able to draft, man. And that's something that the Wizards just cannot do. They cannot do. The compensation, man, I don't know. I just hope they flipping it. Because if you look at the Wizards' second-round picks as of late, Aaron White, he contributed in helping get us Catfish Year of Davis Bertans. Isuf Sanin, whatever happened to that guy? He was supposed to be on the Summer League team and he got COVID or something like that and it ended up not happening. I don't know, man. Yannick Sosa. I mean, another draft and stash guy. As far as the second round picks go, I mean, Tomas Satoransky was the second round. I mean, what is there to be confident about as far as what they do with second round picks? They give us absolutely nothing for us to be confident about them in second round picks. So I can only assume that Tommy isn't done, that he's looking to make another move or some other moves. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Obviously, they're trying to push to re-sign Kuzma. There's always a chance that Kuzma says, nah, I'm good. I want to go back to the West Coast or wherever. The Wizards lost their best bench scorer. Where does that scoring production come from now? Off of the bench. Rui was a guy who we seen in his just last game who could put up 30-something points for us. Now that's gone. Who's replacing that production offensively? It ain't Kendrick Nunn. So, what's the plan here? If they're looking to still compete for something. If not, if this is a move to just, I don't know, join the Victor sweepstakes, okay. But then again, I don't know. I don't know the direction right now. I don't know the direction. That's a common thing. A common theme. I don't know. Matter of fact, I want to... I'm about to get mad real quick because I seen propaganda on my timeline. It made me upset. I seen propaganda. Come on, man. I'm going to say this now. Any paid actor who says hashtag free Brad Bill on my timeline, or if I see it on my timeline, they're getting blocked. If I see a free Brad Bill for any paid actors or whoever, they're getting blocked. This is a paid actor talking about hashtag free Brad Bill. Free Brad Bill for what? Free him from what? According to a lot of Wizards fans, he's the reason that they trapped in this mess. A lot of Wizards fans would say Bradley Beal need to free the Wizards. Please keep the Bill propaganda off my timeline. Do people have no shame? Is there no shame anymore? Keep the Bill propaganda off my timeline, man. Stop. Cut it out. All that hashtag free Brad Bill stuff was cute a couple years ago. It ain't cute now. Cut it out. Please cut it out. So, Jay, what's going on with you? I don't know, guys. What's the plan? What's the direction? Let me know. By the way, thank you guys for being here. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure to like. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed. And yeah. But what's the direction here? I don't know the direction of the team. I truly don't know. What's the plan? Who's the guy? Who are we going after if there's a plan to go after somebody? I need somebody to let me know, because honestly, I have no ideas. I know Wizards fans had some guys in mind to pick up a young guard, Colin Sexton, Emmanuel Quickly. I even saw Markelle Fultz thrown out there. I don't know what's going on now. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what the plan is. I have no idea what the next move is. Is it to flip these picks? Is it... I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I would have been happy with getting another, like trading Rui for another low-risk young guy. Maybe that could have took place. I don't know. When you see this move, you think, dang, was that Rui's value right there? Was that all he was worth? It just takes me back to the Kelly Oubre trade with Trevor Ariza. And a lot of Wizards fans was angry, saying they could have got more for Kelly Oubre. I don't know if the Wizards could have got more for Rui Hachimura. I don't know. Or maybe this was just the deal to set up another deal, and this was just part one, or part A to part B, and this is a connecting thing. Because when you talk about a 2029 second round pick, is Tommy going to be here in 2029? Or 20.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, I say it's Rui.
Yes, sir.
Is Tommy going to be here?
Sir.
What's that? 2028, 2029 is time. So I'm assuming that this is a part B, a part A to a part B. Thank you, Michael, for the sub too. Mike Conley's a name. What's going on, Biggie? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's interesting. I'm waiting to see more moves. The deadline is still on its way. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens, man. You guys gotta let me know, because I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just upsetting, man. Like I said, to continuously see the Wizards suck at drafting in the lottery. Like, how many times are you gonna miss on first round picks, man? How many times are you gonna miss? Like, that's the question. How many times are you going to miss on a first round pick? Since Otto Porter, this is now. Kelly missed. That's one. 2 missed. Troy Brown. Rui. This is the 3rd miss in a row for first round picks. Your third miss in a row. And this is a lottery pick. Since Otto Porter, this is now your third straight first round pick that you've bricked on and missed and had to move on from. Deni Avdija could be 4 in a row for missed first round picks. Who's the problem here? What's going on here? Who's in the front office here? What are the scouts doing? Who are the scouts in the front office? It's no way it's been the same scouts or whoever from 2015 with Kelly to 2019 with Rui. Rui was Tommy's first draft pick. That was Tommy's pick, Rui. So this is an L on him. This is his L. Deni could possibly be L number 2. Johnny Davis. I'm just praying for the young brother right now at this point. I'm just praying for him. I don't know what he got going on. I mean, but what is the issue? What's going on? Is it a philosophy thing? What is going on with the Wizards when it comes to drafting? Why do they constantly pass up on players that end up being better than the players that went after them? We talk about the Tyrese Halliburtons, the Jalen Williams. We continuously talk about players who got drafted after where they took their guy and be like, oh, they should have took this guy. We were talking about taking this guy. What is it? What's the philosophy in the front office that's leading to all these missed first round picks? Because every single time, it's the same conversation. It's the same conversation when it comes up to restricted free agency and picking up options and whatnot. It's the same talk, right? It's the same absolute talk, Simba. We go through this all the time. I talk to you all the time about it. I'm tired of these dudes missing first round picks. Why? They keep doing it, right? We talk about it all the time. They keep missing on first round picks. I don't get it. They're not doing something right. Their philosophy in the scout team, in the front office is wrong. It's wrong. They need to revamp it. They need to fix it. Because, man, third straight first round pick, that's gone. No second contract, just gone. And Deni's a player that we don't know about. He has good moments, and then he has bad moments. He still struggles offensively. I mean, I know his fans are high on him, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. Because Deni will make it 4 in a row. And Corey Kispert, I don't know. Corey Kispert is a guy I can see being moved to, and that would be 5 in a row. So, Johnny Davis is looking like 6 right now. But like I said, I'm just praying for him and his soul. Polak is the cat's name is Simba. But I just don't know, guys. That's what I think the thing that is most upsetting, because we've been through this before a multitude of times already. We went through this with Kelly Oubre. We went through this with Troy Brown. Now we're going through it with Rui Hachimura. It's the same thing. It's the same situation. I'm pretty numb to it. A guy that people feel like has talent, but the other side of the fan base feels like this guy doesn't really have that much talent. We don't know. And then end up getting shipped off. And then we end up questioning the value we got back. Was that enough value? Could he have been traded for more? Could he have been traded for something better? It's the same thing, man. This is the third time in a row. The third first round pick in a row. We went through it with Kelly. We went through it with Troy. Now we're going through it with Rui. We may go through it with Deni. You know, I don't think he's gone this season. But next season, who knows? Next year, Deni could be on the chopping block next. Who knows? I mean, this is a team that really cannot draft. They can't draft in the lottery. They can't draft using second round picks. They just struggle, man. They struggle as a franchise. they struggle as a franchise to draft. Anybody who will look at this list will be like, what's going on here? It's a problem, man. So this is the first trade that Wizards fans may say Tommy Shepard really got fleeced on. What was the best trade package? We'll never know. We will never know. But I mean, going through the Wizards draft history, we can only hope that this is a part A to a part B. Or if they tanking, tank. But we all know Ted. We all know Wizards. He ain't tanking, man. So what's going on? Kevin, appreciate you for re-upping. Remember, for 6 months, my guy. You said the whole front office needs to be fired. We are officially the laughingstock of the NBA. Bad coaches, competent GM, and delusional owner. Not good. Wizards ain't got nothing going on right now. I don't, like I said, I have no idea what the direction of the team is. I have no idea what the Wizards' plan is. I don't know. All I can do is just sit and wait and see what they do with the trade deadline. That's all we can do. Just sit and wait and see what happens with the trade deadline, man. As far as, like, I mean, bro, it's no way. There's no way you keep missing on these first round picks, bro. You keep missing. You just keep missing. You keep missing. You keep missing, and you end up in the same spot. And as time flies and time goes by, the teams that we said, hey, at least we not them, are becoming better than us or having a brighter future than us. We look at the Kings, the Sacramento Kings, who we used to say, Wizards fans used to say, at least we ain't the Kings, man. At least we ain't the Kings. The Kings are 26-19, third place in the Western Conference currently. They seem like they turned it around, finally. Looks like they done lapped on the Wizards. You look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. They right there at 11, 23-24. They got a lot of talent going on over there. A lot of young talent, a lot of good things going on over there. Looking like they possibly, real soon, about to lap the Wizards. I mean, it's just... I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, what's the move? What's the move, guys? What's the moves here? Because I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell y'all. I cannot tell y'all. What's the moves? If y'all know, please let me know. If y'all know, please let me know. Because I have no clue. Kevin said Terry Rozier. Maybe, but what do they use? What's like Rui was a piece, but now Rui's gone. So, I mean, the next on the block, I think if they want to keep Kuzma, the next guy gone, naturally you would say is Will Barton. Expiring contract, out of the rotation. Will Barton seems to be the next likely trade candidate. They don't want to get rid of Kuz. They don't want to get rid of KP. Looks like they want to build around, try to keep Kuz, try to keep KP, and build around this big three of Bill, Kuz, and KP. So the next on the block, I would assume, is Will Barton. I don't know if Monte Morris, I don't know if they would move him. I honestly, bro, guys, this is what I be talking about. I just be having no clue what the next steps are. Like, I can only guess and assume that, you know, this is a part A to a part B. But this could very much likely just be it. This could just be it. But, like, as far as Denny, I don't think Denny gets moves this season. I'd be surprised if they moved Rui and both Denny in the same season. I don't know if Denny's value is higher than Rui's value right now. I don't know. I don't know how everything is working, but maybe the Wizards add, maybe it's like Will and some of those second round picks, and they get moved for a guard or somebody like that, or maybe it's Denny and Will and some second round picks, or just Denny and those second round picks for a young guard, or Colin Sexton, or Emmanuel Quickly, or something like
Yes,
that.
sir.
I have
Yes,
no
sir.
idea.
Yes, sir.
Aaron, I appreciate you for
Yes,
the sub.
sir.
I honestly have no idea.
Yes, sir.
You guys probably have better ideas than me right now, because I'm lost. I don't know. I don't know the plan right now. I don't know the direction right now. Jay, you said, what do you think our record would be if Brad, Kuz, and KP have played together for 40 games versus the 20 so far? I don't know. Probably better than it is, because with all three of them healthy, I doubt they lose 10 games in a row. So by default, it will be better than whatever it is right now, which is 20 and 26. They'd probably be more around that 24 and 23 area, maybe. They'd probably be more around 24 and 23, 23, 25, something like that. They wouldn't have lost 10 games in a row if all three of those healthy. But I spoke about in the offseason with the Wizards. I spoke about it in the offseason. I said, this Wizards teams need everything to go perfect. They need to be healthy. I wish I can go back and look up the old clip and post it on Twitter or something, where I said they need to be healthy. They can't do this whole, Brad and Kuz play a certain sit together because KP's hurt, and KP and Kuz play a certain sit together because Brad's hurt and he misses some time, and they only end up playing however many games together, and that's what's happening right now. Once all three of them are healthy, and the team's healthy, somebody gets injured. Brad's back. Now KP's out. KP's back. Now Brad's back out. You can say, what if this team's been healthy the whole year? This can be a whole season thing. If only these guys were healthy, or if only we were healthy, if only. I was looking at, we gonna be saying that the whole season, man. But, I mean, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible what's going on right now. I hope for better. I wish for better. Y'all idea may be better than mine. But as far as the Wizards as a team, this is another failed draft pick. This is another failed first round pick. This is another failure by the Wizards front office. This is a failure on Tommy Shepard because this was his draft pick. This is a failure on his part. So, Diddy Avdija, it's up in the air with him. That's a Tommy pick. That's up in the air. Corey Kispert, that's up in the air. Who knows with him? Johnny Davis, he's looking like the worst of them all right now. The worst of them all right now. That's a Tommy Shepard pick. And Wizards fans used to fall back on, well, at least Tommy Shepard he makes good trades. Right now, I see a lot of Wizards fans saying they got fleeced. So, I don't know. I thought trades was Tommy's strong suit. What's the next move? Because Taylor Johnson said we will never ever tank. So, I mean, what's going on? What's going on? I honestly don't know. Do we feel like Kendrick Nunn gets playing time? Do we feel like, if so, how much? They got Monte Morris, who's still there at guard. They got DeLon Wright, who's still there, obviously. You got Corey Kispert. Hey, I guess he fits in there somewhere. Does he get moved? Does he get flipped into something? I don't know. And this is why I rely on you guys to help me out. Because I just don't be knowing with this team. I be having no clue. I don't think anybody went with the Rui. I didn't see any Rui Hachimura for Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks on the trade machines on Twitter. I didn't see any of that coming from Wizards Twitter. I think this caught everybody off guard. I didn't see Rui for Nunn and 3 second-round picks. One in 2029 and least favorable in 2028. I don't think I saw that on any trade machines online. Jay, you said none about to get Corey minutes. Then, Jay, if none is getting Corey Kispert minutes, that's another L. Because that means that's another first round pick. That's losing minutes. That's out of the rotation. That's another L. Am I right, Jay? If you can bring a guy in and he come in and just usurp your number one pick's minutes, is that not a bad look? Which, once again, means another failed first round draft pick. Kevin said you was thinking about starting your own YouTube channel with Commanders and Wizards content. We go for it, man. Go for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, if Kendrick Nunn comes in, now Corey can't touch the floor no more. Another first round pick that is not looking good for. That's how I look at it. AJ, you said the three finalists for the Rui trade were the Lakers, Pacers, and the Suns. Yeah, I had seen that they said on Twitter. I saw that Woj said, yeah, he said the Lakers, the Lakers, Phoenix. I don't know who had the best package. Apparently, Tommy ended up going with the 3 second rounders. That's what he liked the most, and none. RWTK said, which situation is worse, Wizards or Commanders? I'd say the Wizards. Because at least with the Commanders, y'all got pieces offensively. Y'all got strong pieces defensively. If y'all can find y'all a quarterback and show up some other things, they're in a better spot than the Wizards. The Wizards, I have no idea. The Wizards, I absolutely have no idea. I mean, the Wizards moved on from Rui. A lot of people eyes, they traded him for a bag of Doritos, man. Not even the family bag. Just the small joint you get off the vending machine. I mean, Aaron, you said, is Rui that nice? Rui Hachimura, for any Lakers fans that may be watching this, that don't really know much about Rui Hachimura. Rui Hachimura, one thing he can do is get a bucket and get you a bucket off the bench. We've seen it these last couple of games. He's a guy that can get you 30 off the bench if he's hot. Mid-range is a really strong part of his game. His mid-range game has always been his go-to. Coming into the league, coming out of Gonzaga, mid-range was his go-to. So that's one spot. That step back midi from the free throw line, that's his thing. He's improved as a three-point shooter. Last season, after he came back from missing half the season, he was on fire. Naturally, there's a drop-off there. He's at 33% currently. Last season, he was at 44%, and he was shooting lights out from 3 last season when he came back. This season, a drop-off. But he's still a decent three-point shooter. He's decent, Definitely not automatic or anything like that. Passing-wise, sometimes he'll take some shots where he could have swung it or moved the ball. Defensively, that was the biggest thing I think Wizards fans would say with Rui. A lot of Wizards fans, had questions about his defense. Had questions about the defensive side of the ball. But other than that, one thing Rui can do, he can score. He can put the ball in the hoop. He can definitely put the ball in the hoop. That's one thing Rui can definitely do. For sure. So the Lakers are getting them a good scorer off of the bench. A guy, a forward who can score off of that bench. That's one thing the Lakers are getting. And Lakers fans should be expecting to see from Rui. So, you can ask them if you're a Lakers fan, you can ask some Russell Westbrook fans. They saw Rui Hachimura when Russ was in DC. So they can attest to what Rui can do. They've seen it before. But yeah, I'm excited to see Rui with the Lakers. You know, see what he can do over there. He'll definitely have some good games for sure. Definitely have some hot games. I think he can come in and definitely earn minutes and play some decent minutes off of the bench for them. I don't think he just infiltrates the starting lineup or anything like that. But off the bench, with Rui, with Russ, yeah, I think that'll be a good unit. And they getting Anthony Davis back, so it's a lot of former Wizards over there in LA. You got Troy, you got Rui, you got Russ, you got Troy Brown. It's a lot of former Wizards over there. But yeah, you'll have a bitch unit with Russ, Troy Thomas Bryant after AD comes back, and Rui Hachimura. You know, you got some firepower for Russ to kind of work with off that bench unit. So that's good for him, you know. So as far as defense, LA's never been a good defensive team. They're a fast-paced team. They play high-scoring games. That's what they do. They just aren't a defensive team. So they're just adding on to that. More offense. But I don't know, guys. I don't know what the plan is. Everybody will have their guesses and their assumptions of what they feel like the plan is or may be or should be. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Kristaps Porzingis is going to be gone for a few weeks. The Wizards trade their leading scorer off the bench. I don't know what that move is. I don't know what the plan is. Some people may look at that and saying the Wiz, or maybe this is a tank move. They kind of are chopping it down. Some may say this is a move that's a part A to a part B. I don't know. At the end of the day, I do not know. I don't know what the plan is. All I can say is we could only wait till the trade deadline. We could only wait till the trade deadline. Obviously, they want to bring Kuzma back. This solidifies that. But Kuzma could walk, you know, and decide that he doesn't want to come back here and he wants to go somewhere else, maybe to another team that may be a little bit more competitive. But one thing that the Wizards can offer Kyle Kuzma that he said he wanted to, you know, continue to grow with is being on ball, improving his game as an on ball guy. And there's not a lot of teams that gives him that outside of the Wizards. You know, the Wizards give him a plethora of opportunity to work with the ball in his hands, as opposed to being like just more of an off-ball guy like he was with the Lakers and LeBron. So that's one thing I do think the Wizards have going for them as far as when it comes to Kyle Kuzma. Kuz definitely strikes me as more of a West Coast guy as opposed to an East Coast guy, though, I will say. But who knows? But one thing is sure, the Wizards are trying to re-sign him and they want to bring him back. Don't know if it'll happen. Who knows? It's just, I don't know. I don't know the plan. I don't really know the direction. Because the move looks like a tank move. The move is after a tank move. The move, it kind of gives you like tank move vibes. Like I said, KP went down. Then you trade your leading scorer off the bench. That's like kind of a tank move, no? But then, you know this is an organization that refuses to tank. So you can't make yourself believe that they're trying to, you know, tank or anything like that or do a soft tank. Because this franchise just doesn't make moves like that. So I have no idea what it is. So we'll just have to wait and see at the deadline, man. Chimpy said the way the Wizards tried to develop the second round picks might as well be cheeseburgers. Practically. this is just another. This is just another failure from the Wizards front office. Another failure. Another note in the book of all the Wizards failures, front office issues, mistakes, and problems. You know? This is another young Wizards player that just couldn't get it right in Washington. Adding on to the list, man. I hope the Wizards, personally, because they ain't tanking. They ain't trying to do none of that. I personally hope the Wizards move those picks, do something, flip something, because I, for one, have no faith in them when it comes to the draft. If they end up with the 10th pick again, trade it. We saw what you did with the 10th pick this season. I don't want nothing to do with y'all in lottery picks anymore, unless it's top 3. I don't want nothing to do with it. Top 5, I'd even be nervous that y'all picked the wrong person. I mean, good luck for Rui. I hope he gets the spot and the love for his game that he's looking for at LA. That he felt like maybe he didn't have that faith from the coaching staff that he didn't have it in Washington. But I'm sorry. That dude posting hashtag free Brad Bill pissed me off. It really pissed me off because you gotta have no shame. You have to have absolutely no shame. You have to have absolutely no shame to tweet that. Because Bradley Beal could have left. He could have asked for a trade. He could have left. But no. He took as much money as possible, which isn't the bad thing. A bad thing. That's the smart thing to do. But don't come on my timeline talking about some free Brad Bill. Come on, man. Cut it out. Have some shame. Have some freaking shame. Thanks you guys for 50 plus people being in here. If you haven't liked the video already, please make sure to like the video. If you want to become a member like my boy Kevin J, you can become a member. If you want to donate and support, you can do that. Because this team is a pain. That's why I'm just focusing on my Eagles right now, man. If you want to subscribe and you haven't subscribed already, you can do that. But thank you guys for being in here. On this day, this tumultuous day, this one where once again we join as the Wizards fail another first round draft pick. As they fail with another first round draft pick. Rui Hachimura being added to the list. The Lakers now have 2 failed first round picks for the Wizards. They have Troy Brown Jr. They have Rui Hachimura. 2 failed first round draft picks for the Wizards. They also have 4 players from the 2020-2021 Washington Wizards team. They got Russ, they got Rui, they got Thomas Bryant, they got Troy Brown Jr. now. They're assembling the Wizards team with LeBron and AD now. So that's interesting. That's fun. That's definitely fun. Kevin, you've been waiting on the Eagles to choke for a little while now, man. I might have to keep waiting on that. Chippy said 3 cheers for Rui. He said maybe Nunn will be like Kuzma and play good after he leaves LeBron. Kendrick Nunn was a weird case last season, too. Kendrick Nunn had like a knee injury. I don't think he ever played last season. Back this season. To currently look at his stats currently, right now, what he's doing. This season, he is averaging 6, 1, and 0.9 assists. So I guess 6, 1, and 1. Playing 13 minutes. Playing around 13, 14 minutes. 40% from the field. 32% from the 3-point line. 81% from the free throw line. I agree with you, Chimp. I would just stick with Goodwin. I would stick with Goodwin over Kendrick Nunn, which is why I say I don't know if he plays. I don't know if he, sticks around. But I don't know, guys. That's pretty much my thoughts on it. I'm not angry that Rui got traded. That's something that I expected to happen. I knew somebody was going. I've been saying that the whole offseason. I knew somebody was eventually going. It's just upsetting to know that the Eagles I said the Eagles. It's just upsetting to know that the Wizards, once again, have failed with another first-round pick. This time it being a top 10 pick. And then it's disheartening because you look at Denny and you see the comments and the struggles that's going on with him currently and people just not knowing if he should be traded or not. You look at Corey Kispert, who is like, he's definitely a smart player for sure. Does his good things. But he could be moved. And then you got Johnny Davis, who just looks like a totally different player from Wisconsin, Johnny Davis. So as far as the Wizards' young talent and their first round draft picks, it's not looking great right now. It's not looking great. So I don't know. And then Kuzma, he's not a for sure lock to come back to the Wizards. I'm over it. I'm over it, man. But yeah, that's pretty much, man. That's pretty much all I got on this situation, on the subject. It's just, yeah, David. Rui got traded for Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks. Corey said, I don't think Kuz is coming back. This trade really didn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm just tired of the Wizards, man, sucking at first-round picks. I'm tired of every first-round pick getting traded. I would like to keep at least one of our first-round picks. Like, at least one. At least one be good enough to be kept around, and I don't know. I don't know. You say, can this mean more PT for Denny? I mean, maybe. I honestly don't know. I guess so. I don't know, man. AJ said kids were going to stay for sure. We can only hope. We can really only hope, man. We can really only hope. But yeah, it's interesting to see what will happen with the Wizards, if what they'll do. Like I said, Will Barton is the next guy I think I can easily see being moved. I can see Will Barton being the guy that's next to say bye-bye. He's out of the rotation on an expiring contract. I'm sure the Wizards can easily move on from him and recoup some things. But other than that, I don't know with this team. I don't know. We just going to have to wait and see. We really are just going to have to wait and see with this team. Because, yeah, you guys' guess is as good as mine. But I mean, that's about it for me, guys. I just wanted to give my thoughts, see you guys' thoughts, see what direction you guys think the team is going in. Good luck to Rui in LA. Hope he plays well. I liked Rui. He obviously had his flaws. But good luck replacing that scoring off the bench for right now. Chimp, it's a good question. We just gonna have to find out and see. Matter of fact, what's going on with Isaiah Todd? Is he ever going to crack a rotation? Huh? Is Isaiah Todd ever going to crack a rotation? Speaking of second round picks, is he ever going to crack the rotation? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know, guys. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. All right? Another Wizards youngin' shipped on out. Until the next one, I guess. Until the next one. Yeah. That's all for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for leaving a like if you haven't already. Please make sure to hit the like button before I get off. But, I mean, that's all my real thoughts on it. Another blemish on the Wizards front office record. Another failed first round pick. 3 in a row. 3 straight first round picks traded. I mean, hey. Let's see. Let's see what they do. But that's all, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Love you guys. Don't let the Wizards make you go crazy. Stay sane. And we'll see what happens next, guys. But thanks for tuning in, man. Have a good rest of the day, night, evening, morning, wherever. And peace, man. Peace, guys.